Hello, YouTube. Oh boy, okay. Alright, there we go. We got good latency, no drop frames, green bars. So we're good to go. Alright. Continue active game. Nomashul, the Windy Realm. Kural Likot, the Holy Ink Fortress. Hey Cindy, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Did some reading on the game last night, figuring out how to make steel. So it looks like we'll be doing a bit of digging today. Because to get the ability to make steel, we need Flux. So we're going to be digging. Okay, let's turn this on. We're at 143 dwarves. So we might have to dig some bedrooms out. I still have to make stuff for 20 bedrooms, so let's do that. $20 beds. 20 doors. Okay, make those. Okay, we're farming plump helmets. Okay, that's a hole. I don't know where these holes are coming from. We don't want to have any holes leading into the fort. There's more holes. I don't know where they come from, but you can tell because when you look at this, yeah, that's a hole right there. Fill those in with mudstone blocks. There's another hole. I can see a bucket through there. Keep building after placement. Fill those in. I don't know how that happens. Okay, petition. Cyril Glaze 1. Who's this? Let's look them up. There's another Cyril. Some kind of guest. Okay, they want to stay here to help soldier. Okay, let's do it. Got our soldiers right here training. They're still not using the range, unfortunately. 7 children this dwarf has. He's an adequate trapper. Dabbling fish cleaner. Huh, yeah. There's another hole there. Another hole, another hole. Are these dwarf? Looks like we need to get some more coffins. We do have some empty coffins. Stoneworker's shop. Let's make 10 rock slabs, 10 rock coffins. Okay. Let's dig down a bit more. Gotta find that flux. We might not even be in a spot that has flux. So that's not something I checked for. Send them out. Yeah, I'll see if I can go after that other place again. Free captives. Okay, we're gonna send them out. Go check that place one more time. There's not really many places for us to go except... Where did I see it? There's this thing up here. We'll check that out after. We'll send both squads to do that. I don't know what it is. Capture the flux? Yeah. Like, there's got to be some way of getting it, even if we don't have it. Like, we could trade for it, I think. It's quite expensive, too. It's, each, bunch of iron requires 2... Or, bunch of steel requires 2 iron blocks. So we have to make a pig iron block, which is made from iron blocks, or a pig iron bar, rather. And then the other thing we need is the flux. So I can make pig iron now, I'm pretty sure. I have... Yeah, we have iron bars. We can make coke from coal. Let's smelt that ore, the limonite. We're mostly mudstone where we are, so we just gotta keep digging down until we find something like that. Bauxite. Select to use non-economic jobs. Bauxite. We got a bunch of limonite here. And a bunch of tetrahedrite here. And at the very least, if we're not getting stuff, we'll be getting other stuff. Aral buckle tubes. Oh, I didn't mean to cancel it. Whoops. I did that anyway. I saw the red button and I clicked it. Whoops. Okay, some people have left. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm paused right now. You got a lot of mudstone blocks. Are you making charcoal? Yeah, you're making charcoal. Smelt it. Fixing at your desk? What, fixing for a Dwarf Fortress stream? There's more stuff. Yeah, is it a slow day today? Like, what do you do on Tuesdays? Is it your office job? No dozing, yeah. Okay, here's another petition. Tar Sizzledaub. Trying to find out who this is. Their name is Tar. Human dancer. Some kind of dancer. Tar Sizzledaub. He's a human dancer. Okay, let's let him live here. No, he's a human, so he's actually a large dancer. Making boxes and shipping. That sounds like boring work. Okay, are they still making... Yeah, they're still making beer. Drinks are slowly starting to go up. They're over 100 now. Probably should make some more barrels too while we're at it. Okay, we need more wood. Okay, there's a ton of trees right here. Chop down all these trees. Except that one. I don't want them to cross there. I want them to cut all the trees on this side. Hode. His name is Hode. Okay, who's Hode? Human bard. Has 2 lovers. He has a spouse, 2 lovers, and a child. Wow. Quick to give up. Alright, I guess he, oh no, she. She has a spouse and 2 lovers. Okay. Yeah, I guess if she wants to stay here, that's cool. Yeah, I feel ya. Well, glad that, this is entertaining for you. Okay, get out there and cut those trees. The children are dragging the logs back to the fortress. Okay, we got a new baby. So we're up to 147. Oh, someone has gone stark raving mad. That's unfortunate. His name's Vabok. This guy's gone crazy. He's naked. Why are you wearing no clothes? Running around babbling. He's lost his mind. And he's a competent mace dwarf, which is really bad. No health problems. Bond of drink and industry. He's strong, quick to heal, and tough. His very long beard is neatly combed. His very short sideburns are neatly combed. His very long mustache is neatly combed. His hair is clean shaven. His lips are thin. His hair is buff. His skin is copper. His eyes are ochre. So I guess he's just lost his mind. He dreams of creating a great work of art. His wife is a mechanic. His aunt is an administrator. His aunt is a poet and an axe dwarf. Man, dwarves have big families. Holy cow. Look at all the cousins. Holy cow. Those are all cousins. And then these are his passing acquaintances. Okay, well, he's gone stark raving mad, so there's nothing we can do about that. Okay, iron breastplates have been forged. Okay, he's forging those iron greaves. No, I can't control them. Like, the most you can tell a dwarf to do is to come work at a workbench. That's the most I can tell them to do, is this. Have one person work at a thing. If he goes mad or gets into a Fey Mood, gore hacks, then there's nothing I can do about it. Gore hacks, human bard. Okay, another bard. We can use more bards. Yeah, it's not... We don't get that much control over them, unfortunately. We can't, like... Some games let you pick them up and move them around and do stuff like that. This game is not like that, unfortunately. So we will not be able to do anything about it. It's just like with the dwarven child last week. Went mad, stopped drinking water, and died, you know? There's not much we could do about it. And look, we still have these skeletons here. Why don't they clean them up? Lola Rober and Aloxin. And that's just a gray langer, so nobody cares about that. Yeah. This is the thing that I find a little bit, not really frustrating, because it doesn't really annoy me. It's more just like, oh, I wish I knew what to do. But, yeah, like, getting them to clean up these skeletons, like, why won't they do that? There's a bunch of babies at the practice. Tall leaguer romances. Another bard. Okay. Cog ice armors. Okay. Yeah, they can live here. Oh, what happened down here? Gray langers again. Hematite. Okay, so let's dig down. Let's dig down to -10. And then once we start digging down, sandstone. So we're hit a different layer of stone. Dig them stairs. Our cats are adopting people. That's kind of funny. Stray kitten has been found dead. Yeah, there it is. It's spattered with cat blood. It is spattered with cat blood. It is spattered with cat blood. It is spattered with cat blood. It just says it over and over. Man, more people keep on wanting to live here. Okay, so I sent them on that mission. Explore Deep Pepper. They searched it and found nothing. Okay. Center on Fort. Okay, then we're gonna send our squads to go raid the empty continents, the Unbridled Hill. The Tomb of Dangled Shoots. Says there's a population of 10. No contact, so we're gonna raid that site. Okay, so our military is on the move. They're gonna go do that raid. Prepare raw fish. Mixed shell crown. Okay, we're making crowns. Finished goods. Get rid of leather. Goblets. Glass. Quiver. Get rid of all that stuff. Okay, so how's the digging going? Okay, they're not on it yet. Dig! Petition. Another person wants to live here. Why are they stopping the dig? Is it because there's water? Yeah, I'm not sure why they're stopping digging after they do one block. That's kind of weird. Everyone can live here. They're not goblins, so I'm not worried about them spying on us. I have seen in other forts where if you let like goblins and stuff like that live with you, they'll actually be setting you up for a robbery. Come on, dig. Why is it doing that? Okay, it looks like our dudes are back. Okay, here's the raid of dangle shoots. Okay, so we went over to that place. So in the late autumn of 103, the Cloudy Mirrors attacked the North Irons of an unknown civilization at Dangled Shoots. The dwarf Olin Knife Gorge led the attack, and the defenders were led by the elf Atera River Leaped. Okay, so it looks like we fought a battle. Okay, the elf Altera River Leaped happened upon the dwarf Baumrek Whiphaim. The elf Altera's tongue was ripped off by the dwarf Baumrek Whiphaim. The elf's mouth was ripped by the dwarf Baumrek Whiphaim. The elf's left foot was ripped by the dwarf. The elf was shot and killed by the dwarf in Dangled Shoots. The human Zusto Quill Polished cornered the dwarf Vukar Brass Plays. The human's lower left arm was ripped by the dwarf. The human's left ear was torn off by the dwarf. The human was shot and killed by the dwarf Vukar. The human errant Sands Tunnels cornered the dwarf Zon Humidhelm. The human Aaron was shot and killed by the dwarf Humidhelm. Human Tequa Questbrite happened upon the dwarf Phycod Shackhaven. The dwarf Phycod Shackhaven, well defeated, the latter escaped unscathed. Okay, the dwarf ambushed the human. The human was struck down by the dwarf. And then we looted them. So what did we get? The spoils. An enormous bronze corkscrew, an iron toy axe, a copper spear, an iron buckler, a guinea fowl leather backpack, a large red spannel, one bronze slicing knife, one apricot wood chest, one cleared glass meta frame, whatever that is, one copper pick, one iron shield, 25 bronze bolts, one purple spannel, one apricot wood crutch, one guinea fowl leather bag, one copper greaves, one sheep wool yarn, and 2 nautilus leather mittens. Wow. Amazing. Can't believe it. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, oh, you're living on your own? Prepare to die. This digging situation's really getting on my nerves. Just dig it. Every time they dig into the aquifer and there's water, it ends up stopping them from digging further. Is that like a setting? game. So it's this copper. So we found copper. Okay, it's now winter. Okay, it looks like we didn't lose anybody. Excuse me. Okay, petition. Another one wants to join. Okay. Join us. Okay, we got the doors and beds ready for those bedrooms. Okay, what's that? Thief. Oh wait, there it is. It's a kobold. This is the first time I spot them. Yeah, there's two of them. There they go. This is the first time I've seen a kobold. There are any kobolds that live around here? We're at war with this group. Let's raise it. I'm going to send my squads to destroy that site. Protect the horde from skulking filth. Masterpiece food. Wow. Masterpiece bed. A kobold is like a small lizard man kind of thing. They're smaller than a dwarf, but not as small. Like, I think goblins are bigger than kobolds. So yeah, it's just one of the default races. The default races are dwarves, humans, elves, goblins, and kobolds. So kobolds are more animal than person. You can tell by their laws and stuff like that. Like, they don't really have any laws. They're just kind of a loose association of like lizard dudes. And yeah, like basically they're like little gremlin things. People keep on wanting to join. That's nice. Okay, let's check how many dogs we have right now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 33 adults. And 31, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. There's just so many. There's so many of them. Holy cow. Gotta get them all to stay in one spot. We've got a lamb and a stray yak calf. I should get someone to make some milk. Lunch, yeah, exactly. We're gonna make spicy dog tacos. Okay, they're preparing a lavish meal. More people want to join. Okay, our drinks are starting to go up. Perry. Perry is what? Pear cider. So we've cut these trees down. Let's do a gather on them. Gather these plants. Get out there and gather. Not a lot, but might as well pick up the last bunch of stuff before winter hits full force. More citizens. Okay. Let's see if we were successful. We killed a dwarf. So these people were like... So we defeated them. Okay, let's read this a bit. The dwarf encountered the dwarf. The lower body was stabbed. Left hand was torn off. The dwarf was struck down. The dwarf confronted a human. The left eye was stabbed out. Shot and killed. The dwarf attacked a human. The human's right foot was ripped off by the dwarf. The human's fifth toe, right foot, was torn off by the dwarf. The human was shot and killed. We confronted another human. His upper lip was smashed by a dwarf. He was struck down by a dwarf in dangled shoots. Another dwarf attacks a human. Human was struck down by the dwarf. We rampaged throughout dangled shoots. Then we fled. Here's the spoils. A large harlequin opal, an iron bow, a pear wood chest, and a common skate leather hood. No civilized population left. So what's this? There's an even bigger one. Human Tower of Snarl Taper has artifacts, apparently. Okay, so we got wood. Makes me nervous to see them walking on the ice. What's this? Grey Langer blood. Man, we have so much food now, it's ridiculous. So I have seen food spoil before, but I think it's if you get rats. So since we have a crap load of cats, I don't think our food will go bad. I haven't had any food go bad, and I think that's why. I think it's because of the cats. So we're lucky in that regard. Nothing seems to be going after anything. Okay, we have a ton of quinoa. Holy cow. Lots of quinoa beer. We have lots of fruit. Like an absolute crap ton of fruit. Okay, don't cook with barley wine. Or perry. Sewer brew. Oh, that sounds delicious. Let's look that up. If food spoils. Does food rot? If it's dropped on the food, it will not rot. Okay, so yeah, if you're putting your food in barrels, then it shouldn't rot. Working properly. Looks like it's working properly. So my microphone cord, it's not the part that plugs into the computer. It's the part that plugs into the microphone itself. If I'm not careful with how it sits, it'll not power the microphone. So I have had that happen to me before. Okay. Can grow stuff. You can hear me no problem? Okay. Yeah, that's the thing that I find odd about it. It's like, it doesn't seem to affect how it sounds. It's just, it's very finicky. So, like, if I picked it up and moved it, I'd probably have to readjust the cord again. But as long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. Okay, everyone's working. I find it kind of funny that we're actually getting these crops made in winter. But we must be in a good climate. Okay, so they're training. Stray Kitten has adopted a dwarven child. It's good. 6 masterpiece muscle shell. Muscle shell crown. There we go. Okay, so they are training. They are getting experience. They are becoming what they're supposed to be. Our marks dwarves. Damp stone located. So if it detects damp stone, it automatically cancels your dig order. And it is really damp. Look at that. Okay, so let's do this. Dig those channels so that they fill with water. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, Vobok, that guy who went mad. They just found his body. That's too bad. I wonder what happens to him that causes that to happen. Petition. Another person wants to live here. Okay. Let's get back to putting those bedrooms together. like we got another 20 beds there. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's dig more bedrooms. Yeah, they're digging. Yeah, everyone can live here. We only have one really unhappy dwarf, and I don't know why he's unhappy, but he is. Okay, rat remains. Clean that up. He's thirsty. Okay, well, we have water. Oh, wait. It hasn't been constructed? Resume construction. The heck? I thought that well was built. Oh, this well is operational. Oh, great. It is working. Okay. The bucket is full. Okay, people are using the well. Excellent. Okay. I was worried that they weren't going to use it, but it looks like it's working now. There's another hole. Just look for these green spots and then fill the holes above. Just slowly, the place is falling apart. Okay, there's another hole. Okay, and we are growing those crops. Excellent. That sprite is wrong. It's a picture of a door when it should be a hatch. Let's dig that out. Where do we get meat from? Oh, someone's actually prepared a gray langer. I thought we weren't able to eat those, but I guess we can. The kids like playing in the water room. Yeah, I wouldn't eat monkey meat either. Isn't it funny? Like, you'll think about eating a dog, but you won't think about eating a monkey. I wouldn't want to eat a dog either. Like, think of how much meat they're gonna have on their bodies. Oh no, we made a big mistake. We made a big mistake. We made a big mistake. Wall. We just dug into the we just dug into the pond. We need to build this wall right now. Quick, build it! It's really important. If we don't do that, we're gonna be in trouble. There's been a big mistake. Yeah, so I just dug into this pond. See? I saw the ice. And I saw the slope, and I'm like, what the heck? That's not the way an underground wall should look. And yeah, I just dug into this. So what's going to happen is, once the water thaws, it's going to fill this hole with water. Make that log stockpile bigger. So what are you thinking about, Cindy? I'm not really sure what will happen to the water. Like, this isn't attached to the river, so it's not like it's going to be filling with water. But, like, if I, say, dug a channel here, and I dug a channel like this, then I might be able to make a, what do you call it? Yeah, like a water wheel or something. Millstone or screw pump. Not all areas have strong winds. Man, so there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, the only thing I could think of using that water for is a water wheel. So what if I... No, this is fine the way it is. Okay. Okay, we have a ton of mussel shell crowns. Holy cow. It's another baby born. Do you know Alea Burglamers? It's a book? The prose is amateurish at best. Man, that's a lot of wood. Holy cow. Bedrooms created. Alright. Okay. Are those stairs there? No, that's just a hole. It's full of water. Hmm. Okay, well this up here there's not much water, so let's dig out further. Plump helmets, plump helmets. Oh man, another baby. Clerk has been found dead. Yeah, okay, that's old. So we've struck a lot of minerals and stuff like that. Holy cow, another baby. Yeah, so there's a lot of water down there. This sandstony area. Yeah, because if I look at this water, it says 7 out of 7 at the top. That means it's completely full of water. Let's get rid of these dig orders. Okay, you're still smelting limonite. You're still making charcoal. And they got a lot of it in there. There's a lot of boots in there. Maybe we can make a third squad. Meter. Okay, so these guys at the top all have skills. I'm not sure if boots wear out or not. That's a really good question. I don't think they do. But, yeah, that's a good question. Let's put these guys to train. Put them on the training schedule. Get them training. So it looks like there's enough for everyone to get a weapon. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 breastplates. I'll make 10 helmets and 10 breastplates. Breastplate. Iron. Caps. That should get them equipped. Drinks are slowly going up. Food is no trouble at all. We've got so much food, it's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, let's check that. That's a really good question. Someone just made a masterpiece. Lush. Oh my god, Lush has been possessed. Okay, there he is right here. He's doing something. No, this is a good thing. He's crafting something. Possessed by unknown forces. So it's not like he's not losing his mind, thankfully. He's inspired by something. How can society function without loyalty? We must be able to have faith in each other, so he says. He was blissful remembering dining in a legendary dining room, and he was blissful remembering sleeping in a very good bedroom. So good rooms do actually make a big difference. He's hauling Cowlinite. Yeah, exactly. Possessed by creation. I know what that's like. Every time I make a post on my channel, I'm usually inspired by something. And then I'll make something. And there's a lignite. Man, he's only 9 years old and he's already creating masterpieces. That's pretty cool. Now he needs a log. Water buffalo leather. He's getting a lot of different components together to make whatever this is. This building has been claimed. Looks like I can make a floor there. Okay, so the armor shouldn't wear out over time. It shouldn't. Which is good. It's getting close to the end of the month. Yeah, see? This is totally full of water right now. Good thing I caught that while we had the chance. That's really good. Now, I'm not sure what we can do with that. Like, if we were to, like, knock this out so that the river was flowing through it, maybe I could build something that channels the water. But I'm not sure. The thing that's really on my mind is the flux. And I don't think we're in a place that has flux. And if we don't have flux, we can't make steel. So like I'm looking at this stuff, we got hematite, like that's ore. It's not really the stuff we're looking for. So we might be in a spot that doesn't have it. Just fine. Iron is still good. Okay, Lush is... He's still on the case. He's making something. Cut gems. Do we have any gems we can cut? No. Do we have stones we can polish? No. Okay. He's been possessed. Three wood? Okay. So it doesn't sound like it takes that much to construct. Vomit, that's really gross. Yeah, like if I put one into the river, it would stay there until winter, then it would be destroyed. So like how do I make one myself, I wonder? But what would be the purpose of it? Power. A screw pump. What's a screw pump? Screw press. Empty jugs are required to store liquid products. 90 net power. Okay. So that would be useful for making this stuff. So I'd have to wait until like winter and see if I could put like a floodgate in there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, what happened? What are they doing in the water? What are you doing? No. Two elves and a human poet are in the water. What are you doing? I don't know if they're dying or not or what. Yeah, let's dig a channel here. Dig. Okay, dig this channel out. Yeah, they are able to climb out of the hole. Okay. Okay, dig those slopes. Okay, now they can get out. Can I build one of those here? Needs ground or near machine. Oh, I think that hole is too deep. Elven caravan has arrived. Okay, no big deal. Um, Rollers move minecarts on tracks without the need for a citizen to push or guide the minecart. Okay. So I'm not sure what they're doing in the water. Um, Looks like the caravan is fording the river. Or the pond, rather. That's kind of funny. Okay. Lush is still at work. I don't feel like telling you about it, he says. He's still working hard. So I have to put this down on the ground. Hmm. So if I was to put one in the water, it won't let me put it in the water, but it will let me put it on the ground. But if it's on the ground, how does it turn? Okay. Look, this is starting to fill with water too. Uh, uh. Have we found any flux? This room is starting to fill with water, like a lot. Holy cow. What's this? Indigo tourmaline. More limonite. Tiger eyes. Okay, let's get another gather order going. Gather everything. Okay, brew drink. This is brew drink from plant. Drink from fruit. Looks like we just caught some monkeys. Maybe grow some barley. Grow grains. Okay, forge breastplates is done. Okay, they have... So we need shields now. We need one weapon. One sword. Shields. I'm gonna make 10 of those. Okay. What is this? There's a kobold that's living here. Kobold animal dissector. His name is Tafarsrilgus. They haven't talked to anyone. They're old too. 150 years old with 5 children. Small, squat humanoid with large pointy ears and yellow glowing eyes. He is unbelievably strong, basically unbreakable, and very agile, but he is quite susceptible to disease. His yellow eyes are close set, his slightly hooked nose is quite long, his slightly flattened tall ears are narrow, his skin is brown. He's a professional animal dissector. He loves poems. Holy cow. Those are all the poems he knows. Is his name Sid? No, but he could be called Sid. There, his name is Sid. Okay, I'm going to do something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, got a drink. Abandoned fortress to ruin. Okay, well works. Never seen a well built right over water like that before, but whatever works. Oh boy, Sid, that takes me back. That was it A Christmas Story? I remember A Christmas Story was the yellow eyes, but when you say Sid, I think of, oh, someone's upset. Lush has gone berserk. What the hell? Locum Blush Rope's dead? What the heck happened? No way! Lush the Bard has been struck down? What? Lush the Bard is fighting. The Potash Maker strikes the Dwarven Child in the right hand. Here, let's just scroll down. The Potash Maker latches on firmly. What the heck? The Force bends the neck. The cat scratches the child in the head. What the heck? Oh my god. The Potash Maker strikes the Dwarven Child in the lower body with their bronze pick, tearing apart the muscle through the llama wool tunic and spilling his guts. The llama wool tunic is ripped to shreds. The bronze pick has lodged firmly in the wound. The child stands up. Oh, man. Oh my god, the Potash Maker strikes the Dwarven Child in the head with his bismuth bronze pick, and the severed part sails off in an arc. What the hell? Sid Farkas? Hang on, I'm gonna look that up. But yeah, Lush is dead. What the hell? Oh, his name is Sid. Okay, yeah, so yeah, Christmas Story. So I was thinking of the right thing. But yeah, Cindy. Lush Lush went on a rampage and was struck down. Lush is dead. Avaz. His name is Avaz. And this guy's in a really happy mood. Yeah, he bit the big one. One kill. Locum blush ropes. Yeah, that was Lush. He doesn't feel anything after seeing Locum blush ropes die. He feels vengeful when joining an existing conflict. Oh my goodness. Wow. Rest in peace. I don't know. It tells me what happened in combat, but it doesn't tell me what happened to him. So the only thing I can think of is, yeah, is that Lush was trying to make a legendary item, couldn't get what he needed, lost his mind, and then went on the rampage. That's his leg. His leg is on the floor next to him. Oh my god, he was totally mutilated. It doesn't make sense to me. I guess that's what dwarfs do when they can't get what they want, but yeah. His arm is in pieces. His head was taken off. He was totally obliterated. Damn, dude. Alright, well, life goes on, right? Just one sad tale in a dwarf's life. Yeah, if he comes back as a ghost, he'll be upset. Okay, we're putting those slabs, we're engraving those slabs and getting stuff done. In other news, Kozak has created a masterpiece muscle shell crown. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, we're doing pretty good. There's only 8 slightly orange dwarves and 1 red dwarf. See if I can figure out who that is. It's a dwarf child. What's with the dwarf children being, like, totally demented? It's all starting to get me down. What the heck? He's only 2. Values eloquence, values power, poor focus. Okay, his corpse is still there. Okay, they're burying him now. Yeah, his remains have been safely interred. Okay, let's put the memorials down. Okay, that's his coffin there. Ugh. Camille Olenzoken has grown to become a you. Who's that? Sheep? Oh yeah, that is a sheep, isn't it? It's just weird for it to have a name. Yeah, it's got a name. Oh, it's a pet, that's why. So someone it has as a pet. Okay. It's a lot of dead monkeys. Oh, what the heck? A tier cephalozacet has gone missing. Oh, excuse me. Tekud. Preparing a raw fish. You should be forging, like, you should be forging right now, but he's making fish instead. Hey, taking a break from forging to dissect some fish. That's kind of funny. Yeah, it's getting pretty busy in the tavern. Holy cow. Okay. Do we have beds? Okay, we have 10. Need another 10. 10 bed. 10 door. And these people are still in the water. Another baby. Okay, drinks are going up. Food is super up. Another baby. Okay, he's back to work. Very good. Just makes those shields. Then we'll have our third squad equipped. So there's a couple, like whatever this is, the Human Tower of Snarl Taper. Like it has, looks like books, something like that. How do we make a library? Here we have this. Another baby. Holy cow, these dwarves don't stop. Yeah, let's turn these into tombs. Not enclosed. Oh, not a garbage dump. I don't want to turn it into a garbage dump. That would be sad. Oh, this doesn't have a thing yet. I guess anyone that wants to hang out there can hang out there. Alright. Ugh. Oh, we're at 193. Holy cow. Petitions. More people want to live here. Okay. All that's left of Lush is his shoes and socks. That's super creepy. Okay, migrants have arrived. Okay, what are these people doing in the water? They're all wearing masks and then improving swimming. So you're swimming? She's on a pile of logs. Okay. They're equipped. Okay, one more shield needs to be picked up. Okay. Let's send them out to that tower. What, the squad leader is busy? Yeah, I don't know where he was, but he was not there. Raid Snarl Taper. Alright. Off you go then. There's nothing to catch in the eastern swamps, okay? What's that blood? Grey Langer. Monkey's coming back again. That's kind of funny. I don't know where they come from. They just show up, get slaughtered, and then that's it. There's no reason they couldn't get out of that water. So for some reason they're just hanging out there. Okay, channeling out. There, someone go dig that. Okay, they moved. Toad. There's a toad there. That's cute. Yeah, they, I guess they're not in danger. Okay. You want to just hang out in the water. That's fine. Labor details. unselect that. Oh. Um. Oh, okay. Gather outdoor vermin remains. Okay, that should do it. Yeah, because there's like all these skeletons and stuff too. Maybe I can make a pile here. Corpses. Yeah, corpse pile. Because you can use the bones to make bolts and stuff like that. For some reason, they're not burying those remains. Uthra Alexson. Must not be a dwarf. Someone's been found dead. Okay. What is he doing all the way out there? Flying squirrel remains. Okay, let's gather plants. Okay, petition. Another person wants to live here. Okay, our military is back. Raid Snarl Taper. Let's see what happened. Excuse me. There's a human necromancer living there. We slayed 6. We lost a dwarf. Was struck down by the human in the sweet swamps. Human necromancer happened upon dwarf Bath bronze times. The human necromancer fought with the dwarf. While defeated, the latter escaped unscathed. The dwarf necromancer cornered the dwarf. The dwarf necromancer was struck down by the dwarf Obok, aged portals, and Snarl Taper. Another necromancer escaped unscathed. So we killed a couple. Okay. We should go after it again. Okay, go out, take care of that. Okay, they're gathering the barley. Okay, so those guys are out of the pond. This doesn't seem to really be draining that quickly. There's not much water in there. Okay, we should put a wall just to close the way. I wanted to get those fools out of the pond. Brew drink. Plant. Brew drink from fruit. Get on there. A lot of seeds. Can't grow trees, unfortunately. Mon Pad's births. Yep. Welcome to the family. The dead walk. Hide while you can. What's that? Human bowman corpse? Human hammerman corpse? We're getting raided. Shit. Can I create a new squad? Oh boy. This sucks. So we're getting raided while our guys are out on a raid. So we'll just have to sit and see what happens. Intruders, drive them away. Okay, here they come. They're all zombies. Oh, they're coming through the door. Here, okay, attack dogs, go! War dogs, go! Attack! Attack! The children are fighting. I think we're okay. We lost... Okay, that guy. And we lost a dog. There's so much combat I can't even go through it. But we won. So we're good. Okay, our squads are returning. Got another raid out. Okay, we killed another necromancer. We'll wait for our last squad to come back, and then we'll send them out again to raise the necromancer's tower. And we've only lost one guy so far. Thur Magundu, Lady Consort is visiting. Human caravan has arrived. Oh, those war dogs really came in handy. Excuse me. Stray Kitten has adopted a dwarven child. I find that funny. Donkey and the war dog is fighting. Donkey versus war dog. That's kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna do something real quick. Be right back. Gonna make myself a cup of coffee. Hey, how do I get them to get rid of this stuff? Custom detail. Is there something for like getting rid of corpses? Cleaning? I want to get rid of that. Oh, I can't. Oh well. F for claim dead. There's so many babies at practice. That's funny. Okay. Should go raise that fort. Yeah, let's raise it. Go! Oh, there's a squirrel. Red squirrel. Cat just went after it. Lower left back tooth. There's a tooth on the ground here. Bunch of teeth. So, Cindy, have you been watching this show called You? It's on Netflix. I don't know if you would want to watch it because it might be too thrilling, but the dude is a stalker, the main character, and he stalks this woman, and then after following her to a party, she falls on the train tracks because she's drunk, so he saves her. And yeah, they end up dating and stuff like that, and all this weird shenanigans happen. Like someone knows him from a previous relationship that happened before the show, and they're like, "Oh, what happened?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know." But anyway, bad stuff happens. Oh wait, who's this? It's Sid. What's he up to? Yeah, we're on the second season now, and yeah, it's pretty funny. Okay, where's he going? He's walking around. He still hasn't talked to anyone yet. He doesn't feel anything about tables or seats. Disdains knowledge. Okay, we have a bunch of bedrooms ready to be furnished. Beds. 20 doors. What's this? Okay. Why is this corpse here? It is spattered with raven blood. What the heck? Yeah, exactly. Like it's good, but there's like one part where he's getting rid of a body. Because that's the thing, he's not a killer, he's a stalker, so when he does have to kill, it's kind of like, oh damn, like he really had to do it that time. Um and He works at a bookstore. So this dude who adopted him or like looked after him used to like lock him in a book, like a book preservation vault, and he would just read all these books and get smart. The thing I find about people's romance with the written word is that yeah, there's a lot of good books out there, but it's like, you know, there's a lot of people that you don't read. Like the fact that we still study Shakespeare in school, right? Like, what does that say about Shakespeare? Does that say it's high art, or is it common memery? You know, I think of Shakespeare as less high art and more of like a meme, because that's basically the way he wrote the story, was to like drop lots of memes. And that's why I think it's relevant. I don't think of it as high art because, you know, like in university, you study something else instead. Like high school, it should be something that's a little more your level, right? So if you're learning about it in high school, that more or less says they think it's at your level. But the stuff we read in university, like we read the Canterbury Tales, and, oh, is this like the best book ever written? No. But it's been around for a while, so I guess if it's that old, you know, does that mean it's worth studying? I don't know. I don't really think so. Like, I hated doing English in university. Like, I liked it in high school, but I hated doing it in university because it's like, yeah, it's like the stuff that they want you to read, it's not really relevant anymore. Like for psychology, we read a story. It's called "The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat," and from what I remember, the guy had some sort of delusional episode. Yeah, it definitely was my course. like like if I was the way I am now then, it would have been no problem. Like, I would have had no trouble with it whatsoever. But being as distracted as I was at the time, I'm amazed that I did what I did. But yeah, like, I think a book that would be worth covering is Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Because, like, it's art and it's history at the same time. Because, like, it's a story that was told so many times that it became a legend. So I wouldn't call Shakespeare anything like a legend or anything like that. Yeah, it is epic. Like, just the scope of the story and the history of the story. Like, it was translated from Chinese into Italian, and then from Italian into English. So you do lose out on some of the stuff, but the gist of the story is basically there. Yeah, those books were great. From what I remember. But yeah, like there's all kinds of stories in it, right? There's like the heroic stories, there's villainous stories, there's betrayal and romance and bloodshed. You know, all kinds of stuff like that. All these themes in one book. You know, a lot of stories are about one theme. Like Lord of the Rings, right? The battle of good versus evil, of nature versus chaos. You know, nature and destruction, right? Like, you can you can understand it by reading it. But the thing that makes the Lord of the Rings so amazing is that the guy basically created a language for this story. And Lord of the Rings isn't even what he wanted to do. Like, he wanted to do a different story. The Silmarillion. That was like the Bible of Lord of the Rings. It was like the story of the gods and the creation of the world and all that kind of stuff, and like the history of the people. He wanted to tell stories about that. But his publicist or whoever it was like, man, you really should make this Lord of the Rings thing. It sounds really good. And so that's the thing, like, he didn't get to write the story he wanted to write, but he did write a pretty damn good story. So, but they, like, Lord of the Rings is not like a historical text, right? It's a fantasy novel. So that's where, like, I would rate Romance of the Three Kingdoms a little more highly on the prestige level, because it's about real people and real events. Yeah, they say the guy had a sword that was 100 pounds, you know, like, maybe he did. Who knows? Like, there's some pretty strong people out there. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did wield a 100-pound sword. But the way they present everything was like a play. Like, you could see the characters talking to each other. So that's when they made that show Shogun. Like, I liked Shogun. I thought it was good. But the thing is, the history that they just took the characters. They didn't take the actual history. So they just created a story set in a historical universe. And the thing that I didn't like about it is that when people translate Japanese into English, they take a lot of the words out. And I don't like that, because in Japanese you have formal Japanese and you have informal Japanese. So if you're talking to your parents or your grandparents or your boss or someone at the store, you use formal language. And you would always refer to them by their name. You know, Tanaka-san, right? You'd always refer to them by their name. You wouldn't refer to them in the third person, because that would be considered casual speak. So, like, the way the youth of Japan speak to each other is totally different compared to the way adults speak to each other. And that's true of a lot of cultures. Like, if I'm talking to a kid, I'll be a little more relaxed with how I speak. I'll try to be more, emphatic about it. Whereas when you're talking to an adult, you don't need to put on a song and dance every time you talk to someone. So, like, your conversation with adults would be a lot more formal, in a way. Like, when I talk to my mom, I'm not like, oh, yo, what's up, MF? That is the shiznit, you know? Like, I'm not talking to my mom like that. I wouldn't talk to anyone like that unless I was being not serious. But, oh, our drinks are going down. Did we run out of barrels or something? Or are we out of stuff? I think I need to go get some stuff from the other side of the river. Yeah, let's get a gather order going. Because I have not been on that side of the river yet. Yeah, so, like, you know, I never knew my grandparents, but if they were around, I'd probably talk to them like they were old. You know, not that I think that they're incapable, but I don't know. You want to be nice to people that are older than you. That's the way I was raised anyway. You want to be nice to them. It's not that you don't care. It's that you're caring more to talk to them. But, you know, that's just the way it is. Like, I didn't know my grandparents, but I did know other people's grandparents. And that's the thing, you know, you treat them with respect, you treat them kindly, you give them dignity and stuff like that, right? You know, like, it takes a lot of luck to make it to old age. You know? A lot of luck, because anything can happen. You never know what could happen, right? So people that make it to those years, like, they deserve your respect. And, like, oh, they're old, they don't know what I'm going through. Of course they do. You know, they might know more than you think, because, oh, look, it's all sandy now. Is that from people walking around? That's kind of funny. Yeah, it's just people are, you know, it takes luck to make it to old age. And that's the thing, like, they're not necessarily incapable. Like, you have to let them do as much for themselves as they can. But some people need help, and that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of people out there that want to help. Like, where we live, there's a lot of... man, look at all that stuff. There's a lot of old folks' homes. So, you know, those people need a place to go. And, like, that's the thing. Some of them need more care and attention. That's just how it is. Like, you don't know what you're going to be like when you hit that age. I remember getting in trouble at a job. Someone, like, my manager's like, oh, tell that person they need to make sure their dog doesn't do anything. Where'd the blood come from? Monkeys are back. And I'm like, yeah, you know, not really complaining or anything, but just want to make sure that your dog is, like, not being disrespectful or anything like that. And I guess the way I said it, I didn't come off as very nice, because I had some old lady come up to me. She's like, well, you never know. There might be a day where you need a dog like that. And I'm just like, I don't know what to say, because I'm getting told what for by this old lady. And it's not like it hurt my feelings, but, you know, I listened to what she said. Because, like, she knows what she's talking about. So, yeah, I guess, like, I used to get in trouble for that. I used to get in trouble for the tone of my voice. Because I'd be, like, in a mood or something like that, and I'd say something, and it's like, whoa, you need to watch how you speak to people, because they're going to think that you're mad with them or something. And it's like, oh, okay, well, it's not that I'm mad at them, but I'm mad about something, and people will pick up on that, and they don't want to feel like you're upset with them. Because that's not fair, right? And, like, kids know fairness pretty early on. Like, they know when they're not being treated fairly. And you gotta listen to them. Yeah, tone, right? It's very important. Yeah. Because it gives away how you feel. So, like, I used to get miserable from time to time. But it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. You just have to recognize where it comes from. So at least my family knew I wasn't mad at them. Like, they could be like, oh, you're just a whiny little brat, like, kiss my butt. You know what I mean? Like, they could be like that. That's the way some people can be. Like, they see that you have an attitude about something, and they don't want to deal with it. So, like, if you're married or you're in a relationship or something like that, you know, you want to be very careful about how you talk to the other person. And you also want to be careful how you listen, too. Because I'll get in trouble. I'll be listening to someone, but then I'll start watching something, and then I'm not listening to them anymore. And they're like, what did I just say? Like, they know that you're not listening, so it's just funny. Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing to deal with when like, you have an attention deficit disorder or something like that. It can make it very hard to get that down as a skill. Like, that's what Mom calls it. She calls it common sense, right? Well, must not be common sense, because it's not sensible to me. Like, I'm just a little more flippant with my attitudes and my desires. That's alright. There's nothing wrong with being distracted by stuff. Okay, they're making drinks. Like, the food is just no problem because of all the plants and the fish. Oh, they're making those crowns. We're up to 191 dwarves now. Ugh. Like, one thing that used to always bother me was, like, when someone doesn't know how to do something that you know how to do. I used to have this attitude where I'd be like, I mean, if I know how to do it, it should be no problem for you. But, like, that's the thing. Not everyone is, how do you put it? I wouldn't call it talent. I'd call it, like, adaptability. Because, like, computers, right? There's so many things about computers that you can do. So, like, yeah, like, logins, right? Like, I do stuff where I can, like, log in with my Google account. So instead of having, like, a bunch of logins, like, that's how, Ancestry and 23andMe work. Like, you can just sign in with your Google account and everything is just set up that way. And, you know, like, some people don't know how to set that up or they're not comfortable with that. And that's fine. Like, some people aren't comfortable with messing around with stuff. And that used to bother me because it's like, well, just do it. But it's like, well, what if you do something wrong, right? Like, sometimes something goes wrong. And then you have a hard time fixing your mistake. 207, wow. So, yeah, like, not everyone is capable of that stuff. And you have to have patience. So that's why there's things like Geek Squad, right? Well, was that Future Shop or was that Best Buy? I think that's Best Buy. But, like, sometimes stuff goes wrong and you don't know what to do about it. So, like, my current gaming computer made the mistake of torrenting on it, and it screwed up my hard drive. So what would happen is my computer would be on. Best Buy, okay. You would turn the computer on, and then it would just lock up. And I didn't know what was causing it, so I sent it in to the guy who built my computer, and he's like, yeah, needed a new hard drive. So that's the thing, like, some stuff can break very easily. Like, I didn't really download that much, but, you know, you only have to do it once to make something go wrong, right? So I've since gotten away from doing that stuff. Like, I find now everything is basically on either Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, or Netflix. So one way or the other, there's a way of getting what you want to watch. Now, a lot of the stuff is like $5 or $10 on Prime. But I don't mind spending $5 to watch a movie once. That doesn't bother me too much. That's a fairly good price. We watched, what was it, Twisters, and that was $30. So there's 3 of us watching. So, you know, it's not that bad. You know, $10 a person, right? So, like, going to the movie would cost you that much at least. So, I don't like going to the movies. I don't like loud stuff. It really overstimulates me, and I don't like being overstimulated. Like, it makes it hard to sleep and stuff like that. Okay. And, yeah. So I don't like going to the movies. Can't see the screen well? Yeah, like, it's usually dark. Like, I don't know, Cindy, have you ever thought maybe you need glasses at this point? Because, like, with Mom, if she's out where there's a lot of light, she can read anything. But as soon as she gets indoors and there's not enough light, she can't read stuff. So I don't know if maybe you need glasses or something like that, if that would make a difference. But yeah, like the movies, it's usually darker and it's louder. So yeah, I'm just not a fan of that. I do like the drive-in, like that can be fun. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like maybe that would make a difference with you. Because yeah, not enough light does make a difference. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Yeah, maybe that would help. But yeah, like my big thing is spending money. So like haircuts, right? The last time I got a haircut, it cost me $43. That's with tip. So it's literally doubled in price to get a haircut. So it's not worth it. You know, like that $40 is better spent on video games or something like that. Like a haircut is not gonna make me look that much better. I think I look better with short hair. And as long as I shave my beard, I look my age. But right now my beard is basically it's all gray. Even like my lip was dark, but now it's starting to get gray in there too. And I just find it itchy. Like some people love having beards. I don't. So that's fine. Okay. You cut your own hair? Wow. I would be worried about that. Yeah, yeah, I can't tell. I can't tell the difference. It's like the Dwarf Fortress streamer Blind. He's got videos from 9 years ago, and he's got all black hair. Now he's like salt and pepper. Okay, everyone's training. Okay, we need pants, gloves, and boots. Iron greaves. Gauntlets. Iron boots. Get those going. Yeah, the only person I think that doesn't have any gray hair is Adam. I don't think he has any gray hair. But like neither did our dad. Um he was 44 when we were born and he didn't have I don't remember him having gray hair when we were little. Okay, tons of food. Holy cow. Okay, they're making drinks. Yeah, he was brown. Yeah, because I have the photo album, my birth photo album, and I got pictures of got pictures of them. Then there's that picture of the bunch of us when I was just a baby. Oh man. Oh, I was reminiscing about the militia family day. Uh, when was it? I think Sunday. Yeah, I streamed on Sunday. I totally forgot about that militia thing where I got to shoot a machine gun. Yeah, yeah, holy crap. Especially Matt, right? Like, Matt was just like a scrawny dude for the longest time. Oh man. Yeah, the thing that I always find funny about all of you is like you grew up in a time before video games. And I think to myself, I'm like, what would I have been into if I didn't have video games? Like, what kind of stuff would I have done? Like, I have no idea what I would have done. I would have been a totally different person, probably. So these animals have been here for so long that they've totally eroded the grass. That's pretty funny. Kind of crazy to think those schools are all closed now. I don't know if they're doing anything with them now. Oh, yours is still at school? Okay. I guess Grimsby still needs their schools. Like some of those people probably have to. It's the only one. Oh yeah. I mean, some places around here are still like fairly simple. Like anytime I've been through there, it's just been houses. It's like here, like there's only a few high-rise buildings in the city. I have a ton of seeds, but the seeds are also for stuff like trees, and I don't know how to plant trees. So yeah, the movie Twisters. Um, well, you know, Twister is mom's favorite movie, basically. Any movie like Twister is her favorite. And it's like the intro was okay. Like three people died right away, which I thought was kind of funny. But they're all like all the main characters except for the lead male character were like in their 20s, and then the guy who's like the male lead, he's like like they filmed him as sexy because he's like a cowboy guy or whatever, and he's probably like younger than me. Um, I just thought it was funny because like I wouldn't say he's hot, but he does the cowboy thing pretty well, and obviously the main female character is like interested in him, right? But like she's not really. It was kind of forced. It's one of those things where like, oh, we survived, so now we can only understand each other. It's like I don't get that, but like anytime I've experienced something bad with someone, I didn't want to be around that person anymore because I didn't want to relive it. Like the worst thing that happens to you is the thing that you bond over. Like that's kind of weird. So but like yeah, they didn't have a flying cow in the entire movie, not one. I thought that was a shame. But there was some good trivia. So like Bill Paxton was in the first in Twister, the original, and he tried for years to get a sequel to that movie made. And in 2013, they did actually have one in the works, but production broke down. And then with Bill Paxton's death in, what was it, 2017, they're like, holy shit, we need to make a new Twister movie. And it's like, yeah, no kidding. He's been trying to get you to do it for years. And they finally did it. So they did have some pretty cheesy stuff like killing a tornado by having it suck up this substance. Apparently it's the stuff they put in diapers. And if a tornado sucks it up, then it'll go away. It's like, okay, I don't think that's how tornadoes work, but alright. And then there was a fire tornado. That was pretty cool. It like hit a oil facility and it went up in flames and it was a fire tornado. You know, that's cool. Like, I can get behind that. But yeah, no flying cows. Not a single one. It's definitely a crime if you ask me. 208 dwarves. I have no idea. You'd think that it would just blow it out or something like that, right? But yeah, they made it work. It is autumn. Our drinks are going down. This is the thing, we have so many people now, it's like they're basically just draining our resources. Nobody's eaten the monkey meat yet. Some tripe. Sounds delicious. Get them gathering. Hopefully there's more berries out here. Get on out and gather that stuff. Let the ants get to work. Yeah, the only movie that I've ever found terrifying that I can remember was the movie Glass. Like, at the end of the movie, you think that the villains are gonna get away with what they did. But, no, like, the good guys come out on top, which is great. Because, like, that's the thing about comic book villains. Like, Samuel L. Jackson was a comic book villain. And you think that they want destruction, right? But that's not necessarily true, because if you look at a villain like Lex Luthor wants to prepare the world for an alien invasion. But he thinks he needs to be in control to do that, right? What's this? Oh, baby llama has starved to death? Why is there a llama down here? What the hell? I don't know why they would just bring them down there, but okay. Wasn't a sign, so he's dead. Huh. Like, I think the most scared I've ever been in my life was doing the Ouija board. I don't know if I ever told you about that, Cindy, but It was my friend, Jessica, and her cousin. My friend, Matt. Yeah. And so we're using the Ouija board. And it's close to Christmas. It's like a week before Christmas. Yeah, so it's like a week before Christmas. And we're going to use the Ouija board. So Jessica, her cousin, Matt, and I are using the Ouija board. And we're talking to a ghost named George. And then her cat comes out and sits by the Christmas tree and starts going like, meow. And we're like, what the heck's up with the cat? So we asked the ghost, we're like, are you doing something to the cat? And as soon as it went to yes, the cat started throwing up. Like just throwing up right away. Yeah, demon. So I'm like, goodbye. And I ran out the front door. Yeah, like that stuff will get me every time is things that happen next to each other. So yeah, like as soon as we asked that question and it went to yes, the cat started throwing up. Oh man. Oh, I've known some pretty crazy people in my time. And I was one of them. But, like, the thing is, like, a lot of the crazy stuff that went on in my head, I didn't believe it. Whereas a lot of people do believe it, and they're less crazy than I am. So, like, Jess and her cousin. Like, talking about some of the craziest people I've ever met in my life. Like, agents of destruction. And some people love that. Like, some people love drama, right? And I'm not one of those people. Like, I remember being at a party and 3 guys are arguing about a movie. And they're saying stuff like, oh no, I respect your opinion. I'm not trying to argue. And they're just like going back and forth. And one of the girls at the party was just watching them with a big smile on her face. And it's like, does she get off on watching dudes argue over movies? Like, that's kind of weird behavior. Oh yeah, they played with the board a lot. They were all into that stuff. So was her brother. They would tell ghost stories all the time. Like, I've encountered some weird things in my life. Maybe ghosts are real, I don't know. But a lot of that stuff just happens inside of your mind, so... Like dreams, right? People put a lot of stock in dreams. Like, I think they're just possibilities, right? Like, if you believe in the multiverse, which makes sense, like, why wouldn't there be a multiverse? Because, like, there, you know, it just makes sense to me, right? Like, if you can believe in nuclear fusion and suns, yeah, like dreams. Like, I had a dream where I was traveling through different worlds, and the worlds had the ability to think. So, like, the ground you walk on could think. The plants that you saw could think. The air you breathe could think. Like, everything could think. And you'd just be having these imaginary conversations with the world as you're going through it. And then I'd be, like, going through these places, and then I'd be doing that until something would find me. Like, something would chase me down, and it would catch me, and it would wake me up. Yeah, levels of consciousness. Like, you can access different levels of consciousness just through sheer force of will. Like hypnosis and meditation and prayer. Like, all those things can affect your levels of consciousness. So, like, if you're really good at that, you don't need to do drugs. You can give yourself a spiritual experience just by Oh, monkeys just got slaughtered again. What do they do? Like, do they just toss it between them and drag it across the ground? Like, the heck? Yeah, like, I don't know where the monkeys come from, but they just show up and get totally annihilated. Yeah, and I could see that because, like, when you think of like what your brain is doing when you dream and what your brain is doing when you're awake, I have slipped between those two barriers and been conscious of it the whole time. Like it's like when you wake up from a dream, but you're still in a dream. Like I wake up and I could see stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like drugs have side effects, right? And one of those things is corruption, right? Corruption of the spirit. So like in medicine you call them toxins, right? But like when you use that stuff, you're like opening yourself up to things. So yeah, like the collective unconsciousness, right? Like it exists. Because like you can be in a crowd of people and you can look at someone and they'll look right back at you. They'll know that you're looking at them, right? Like how does that happen? It's either a coincidence or it's a connection. Weird dream? Yeah, I'm game. Yeah. The best part about me, Cindy, is that I've had stuff while I was awake. Alert. Oh, caravan has arrived. Yeah, like I've experienced stuff while I was awake. So like I can totally to nothing's coincidence. Yeah. Like this is what I say, like things happen exactly the way they're supposed to happen within an acceptable limit because that's what is supposed to happen. Like right now I'm not really in a position to influence much, but yeah, like people will say, "Oh, I don't know how I found your stream." It's like, hey, it's just that's just how it works, right? YouTube shows you something, and then you're like, "Oh, I want to watch this," or "I don't want to watch that." So like, I wouldn't call it necessarily giving up control of your life, but when you accept that you're not in full control of your life, then the things that happen are a lot less taxing on you. Like, even though I hardly ever leave the house, I still encounter people and things through my travels that are noteworthy. Like Cindy, I met a guy on YouTube. His name is Sean Uriel, and he had an accident, and he saw Jesus. Like Jesus came and saved him from dying. And like, I'll tell you about that sometime. He would like me to tell you that story. Um, yeah, and like he found me because I was playing Fallout, and so he plays Fallout on Xbox, but he was looking for a Fallout stream, and he found my stream, so we met, and yeah. Oh man, that's not even the half of it. Like the surgeries he had to do and stuff like that. Like yeah, it was crazy, and that's not the only thing that's happened to him either. So yeah, like there's a lot of crazy stuff that happens just to put you in contact with someone, right? Like I don't regret any of my relationships because if I hadn't had them, I wouldn't have learned the things that I have learned about people. So that's a really good thing. So I'll be getting off of here shortly. I want to let this run for 3 hours, and then I'm gonna hop off. My favorite streamer is streaming, so I'm gonna go watch him play. He's putting together a mod list for a game, Elder Scrolls 3. So since Skyrim is Elder Scrolls 5, he's gonna play Elder Scrolls 3, and that game was a lot more like a Dungeons and Dragons because you had like every attack you had to roll the dice for your attack, and yeah, so like a lot of the times you miss. So it's a more of an RPG than Skyrim. Like Skyrim's more of an adventure game, And like this is more of a simulation, right? Because we can't really tell them what to do, save like what to produce. But yeah. So I figured you guys should be coming down sometime soon, okay? Because it's starting to get cold. Like I think we're at 69 today. That's why I got the sweater on. But we'll probably be seeing you you and bro soon. I'm looking forward to having everyone over here on December. Just because I think it'll be great to have people over. Yeah, there's not that much left to do, but yeah, should be alright. Lie Maker withdraws from society. Letast. Well, hopefully Letast doesn't go berserk. She's dwelling upon the Minotaur's body. She's making something. Alrighty then. So, it's been 3 hours. I'm going to hop off now. Thanks, Cindy, for hanging out. I appreciate you spending your time on the stream, and I hope it helped you out a little bit with your work day. I know how work can be. I've been there. Especially office work. Like, I hated office jobs. I think they're the worst. Yeah, thanks. I always do. I always have a good time. It was awesome. Great. I'm glad that you enjoy this game because I enjoy it too. And experimenting with it and trying to see what you can do in it has been a lot of fun. Like, I was really worried about those zombies, but the war dogs really came in handy. So yeah, if anyone else watches this, Cindy and I are related. She's my brother's wife, my sister-in-law. She's known me my entire life, so she's a very special person. Alright, so yeah. Well, I'll be back again next Tuesday for more Dwarf Fortress. And yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Love you too, Cindy.